Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3 of SkyFactory 5. This time I kind of want to get something out of the way. I want to unlock every single color that's left. I still have yet to get a bunch of colors like yellow, purple, magenta, cyan, and that'll be it. But I do have black, that should have been checked off, and I do have lime, that should have been checked off, so along with light gray. So let's get cyan out of the way. And it shows inside of here to get cyan. Well, actually, there's plenty of ways, but I'm looking at things that I think I can get because there's some items about the Nether. I don't even know if you can go to the Nether in SkyFactory 5. There's blocks. There's no Nether cake like SkyFactory 4. So it has me thinking I need to make a portal, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I have no idea if you can go to the Nether through making a portal, but we might as well try, right? So we know how to get iron. You get that from taking our light gray dye, putting it in that sort of crafting. You get raw iron just to smelt back down into an ingot. So I'm going to get like a reliable bucket for once that doesn't burn me when I grab lava from a crucible. And then I'm just going to dump a bunch of cobble into the crucible to get me lava buckets. And I'll use that to create obsidian. All right, here's a normal bucket for once. I'll just recycle my old one into this lava over here. Hopefully it doesn't just turn it orange. Yeah. And then we can grab the lava out of here that you get from melting cobblestone down, which looks a bit weird, but we still are missing some colors. And then with this, since it's just going to take forever for cobblestone to melt down into lava, I'll just put it up here. And when I get lava, I'll occasionally like check on the bin, the cauldron barrel thing. What's it called? Yeah, barrel. I'll check on that from time to time, ensuring that there's lava in there, and I'll pour water over it so that it can turn into obsidian, but there it is. That'll just have to take a bit of time. I'm actually not sure if that'll work. It might need a stone barrel. There. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. So while that's doing its thing, I will work on the other colors. So we can do yellow, probably. Yeah, wheat. We definitely have seeds, don't we? In one of my chests. Yeah, I got normal wheat seeds, so if I grow that, I'll get yellow. Just grow it completely. Yep, there you go, yellow. The world looks a little bit uglier, to be honest. A little too bright for me, but it is another color. And then purple, I guess we could do next. A lot of it seems to be like either purple blocks or amethyst. There's eggplant too. Do I have eggplant seeds? No, I don't. Ooh, you can get it from orange, yellow, and brown. That could work, since I know I'm probably nowhere near the end. So if I want yellow dye, I can turn wheat into yellow dye, apparently. I'll get some more yellow dye by converting it through a barrel, just like I did in the other episode. Turn that into yellow water, put sand in it, and ooh, sand looks normal now with yellow. Cool. But then, there you go. Yellow dye. I need orange dye as well. I'm not sure if I have any. Yeah, I don't have any, but I'm pretty sure yellow and red makes orange. Is that true? Yes. And then I just need brown dye, which I have. So with all that, you get eggplant seeds. We'll grow this into an eggplant. Not all the way. There? Yeah. Boom. Purple. Okay, I like the sky a lot more now. But we got those. Put them in our chest here. What else? Magenta. I could do it through an onion. How do I get an onion? From a crate of onions, great. Maybe from onion seeds. So brown dye, green dye, and black dye. We have coal. I mean, we can get, oh, we do have black dye. Let's just duplicate. Oh, crap. It's not how I was supposed to do it. Here, we'll have to get black dye through like charcoal again. Charcoal, black dye. Put the black dye in the water, and then you can turn that into 9 black dyes by grabbing that. So there's the black dye. What else? Brown dye, green dye. I think we have both of those already. Yeah, green dye and brown dye. That somehow creates onion seeds, which can get us purple. So let's plant it down, get bone meal, and grow it. There you go, onions. And we got magenta, even though there is no magenta whatsoever on this onion. I mean, like, can you see any purple? Purplish? I don't know. I can't. So there's magenta, and now we just need cyan, which is what I'm waiting on here. I thought this would like fill up, but maybe that's not how it works. I'm not totally sure. It might have to be a normal cauldron that you create through iron. I don't know, but we got enough colors. I'm looking almost normal, but my shirt still Doesn't have its cyan touch. Whatever. Let's get on with our tasks. We left off by completing the chromatic age, and we're on to the age of automation. So this is where a lot more creativity comes into play. And I'm probably going to need a larger area for this. That also looks nicer because this kind of looks like crap, if you can see. So let me work on creating a bigger platform, and I'll show you what I do. Okay, I'm done expanding. I didn't really touch any of the other parts of the base, but I added a little platform over here to automate on. So let's read what we got to do. Use a Stirling or combustion generator to make power. Stirling generator. Stirling dynamo, that's what it is. Or a generator. I don't know which one. Probably this one because it's more easy to craft. I don't even have like iron gears or redstone and gold yet. So we'll do this one from Ender.io. We can get stone bricks, we can get a furnace, we cannot get a piston because we don't have redstone, but I can imagine we'll be able to create one of those. And then a stone compound gear. It looks really simple. It's just sticks and cobblestone. But let's work out how to get redstone. Oh, okay. That's simple. Just 3 red dye. 1, 2, 3, boom. Redstone. And then I need a furnace, but I don't have any more iron, so gotta smelt that down. But with that iron, some planks, and some redstone, we can get a piston created inside of this thing. There you go. Piston. Let's get the stone bricks. I need to smelt down some stone. And if I do that, I'm pretty sure I can just shove it inside the stone cutter and I can create a more precise amount of stone bricks than 5. I'd just be wasting time. Yeah, you can trade 1 stone for 1 stone brick. What the heck was that sound? Yeah, I think the creator made like some weird sound effects that happens every time something new happens. Just made the buzz, buzz, buzz. I don't know. But we got our stone bricks now, all of them. Oh, okay. Anytime you use a stone cutter, it makes that sound. I need a furnace. I'll just craft a new one. I don't want to waste my old one. What else? Stone gears, like I said before, sticks and cobble. We're actually about to be out of cobble, so let me get more. Then I need some sticks, and we get those gear things. Gosh, you can't craft in a crafting table. Stone gear, and yeah, we're good. Stirling generator. But out of interest, I just want to see what the other thing was. Stirling or combustion? Oh, okay. Yeah, I used combustion generators in SkyFactory 4 a lot, but not the ones from Cyclic. It's from a different mod, but it was very laggy. Coal repeaters, yeah, I don't think I wanted to craft that one. But here's the one we have right now. We can upgrade it using like a capacitor. I don't have that though. Oh wait, no, I need a capacitor for it to even operate. Okay, so basic capacitor from Ender.io. Got redstone. You need gold, but we can probably get that. To get gold, you can't craft it. Gold dust, raw gold? Raw gold from 4 yellow dye, okay. So you know how to get gold. How about copper? You can't craft it. Maybe raw copper. Yeah, orange dye and green dye. So a lot of the fundamentals come down to dyes. I just hope there's like no mass crafting because I don't see a way to mass produce dye yet. Maybe there's a way. I don't know. What was copper again? 3 orange, 1 green. Okay. So just like that. Raw copper for our capacitor. And then the gold is just 4 yellow dye. We have that. And we'll smelt that one down as well. Turn that to gold nuggets, and on here we can get the capacitor, put it inside of our machine here, and whatever smeltable item I think that you put in there can be turned into power. You can't hold a lot, so let's test it on like a stick. Yeah. You get power, and it doesn't escape the machine, so it's all contained. It won't go away over time, so that's a good way of storing up power. I'm not sure what I'll use the power for yet, but that's what this task book's gonna tell us. Check that off. Craft RGB dye. Okay. RGB dye. Blue, red, green. Okay. That's so simple. Red. I don't have blue dye, but we have green. How do I get blue dye? I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure you can throw a sapling in water. Is that right? Yes. I'll grow that. I'll get like blue dye out of it. Yeah, we get blue dye. So with that, we can just put it in our crafting table and get that RGB dye, which we got that before cyan dye in our advancements. Oh no, this one's just discovering all the colors. It's not an advancement to get this, but we got that. Does it just like, if you click on something, wait, what? You can eat it? I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't know why I crafted that. What was the point? With this, you can get some fertilizer, which is probably good. You can get an RGB laser lens, a block of RGB dye, which I'm not seeing as super useful. There's a printer though. If you put that inside of a printer, you can get all sorts of really good blocks. So, we could use like a laser drill to mine this up because laser lens. You have that in, you can get blocks of RGB dye, and the RGB dye can go into the printer and you can get these items. But the only problem is, how am I gonna get power? I just have to hope like the block of coal that comes out of this is enough to like power the laser drill. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm going on a rant. If you don't, then just skip this part. But yeah, I can see how this can start to automate stuff. Okay. Craft a blender to mix dyes together. A blender. Okay. That's a difficult recipe. I've not had diamonds yet. But if I want diamonds, how can I get it? I gotta get it from a bunch of blue dye and a cyan dye. I was gonna say another option, but I don't see another option. So yeah, a bunch of blue dye and cyan dye. So we do have to get cyan. And this thing has yet to give me any lava. So what I'll do is I'll rely on the crucible to get me lava, unfortunately. Which is gonna take forever, but I don't care. And I'll get obsidian so I can go to the Nether if that's even possible. If it's not, then I just have a bunch of obsidian laying on the ground in the shape of a portal. That can't take me anywhere. All right, I'm on my last piece of obsidian. Just gotta grab it now and attach it to the portal. I don't think I have flint and steel yet. I might actually though. No, I don't. But if I want it, I just gotta get some gravel and repeatedly beat it to death until I get a piece of flint. So yeah, let me do that. There we go. Got kind of like hopeless there for a second. We got the flint, and now we got flint and steel. Gotta light this thing up, and I hope it works. Oh no. Oh, I don't know how to get to the Nether then. So we're kind of screwed, aren't we? Like, how can I get cyan without going to the Nether? Well, I did look at a different way while I was getting obsidian. And this other way was through getting prismarine crystals. You can see here that I can't really like move my mouse to it, but here's an arrow, and it says that I can get prismarine crystals. So that's an option. And I like that option because you need like lapis. I don't know how you can craft it. It's probably through blue dye, right? Yeah, 3 blue dye, you can get lapis. And then with that lapis, you can push it through a fire and a fan. That sounds confusing, but let me show you. So prismarine crystals here, yeah. Fan behind soul fire. I need soul sand, and I've actually seen that crafting recipe. I almost made it by accident. So I know I can get it. And I have the flint and steel, so I can light soul sand on fire. You toss lapis in front of the fire, and the fan throws that soul fire on the lapis and turns it to like prismarine shards or prismarine crystals, which both of them can probably give me cyan. Oh no, only prismarine crystals. That's fine though. So the only thing I'm worried about is getting the fan and powering it in the first place, because I kind of forgot how create mod works. But propeller, you need iron plates. Engineer's hammer, yeah, we can get that. In fact, let me do that right now. 2 iron, some sticks, and some string, which can get us the hammer, and that can get us like iron plates when you craft that with iron, which I thought I still had iron. Yeah, I do. It's in here. This stupid crafting station keeps it. But you put iron in the crafting section up here, and you get iron plates for that propeller. I'm just gonna need some more iron, which I don't have, but I have light gray dye, and I can get iron through that. It's just annoying to get the light gray dye because iron sucks. It's not fun to get. So I'll smelt that down to get more for the propeller. I need like 3 more. And then we need the andesite part of it. To get that, I need iron nuggets with andesite. So we can get iron nuggets, but how do we get andesite? You can do this through granite and this. That's kind of weird, but I think the best way is getting gray dye and light gray dye. Yeah, the other ways don't seem fun. Well, to get this dye, I'm probably just gonna do the non-tuplicate strategy by putting water in here, dyeing it, and hitting it with a piece of sand. I have enough gray dye already. Let's just get that light gray dye, and then I should be good. I think I'm good. So I need 2 of this. I don't know if I'll need more. I probably will, but I'll just keep what I got for now. Let me hammer the rest of this iron that I need, 3 of it. For that propeller, get myself some iron nuggets as well, and then we can get this andesite alloy. With that in here, I can get the propeller, which is 1/3 of the part of this thing. I need andesite casing too, so basically click andesite on a stripped log, which I should have one. Yeah, colorless strip log. We'll get that out of the way. Put that there. I need another andesite alloy, which is annoying to get because I don't have unlimited dye. There's that. And click. Yeah. Okay. 2/3 of the way done. And the last part is the shaft, which is 2 of these andesite alloys. So even more annoyance. I gotta mass produce this light gray dye because that's used for almost everything in Create if I'm trying to get iron and andesite. But if you're still watching, then my goal of this video is to automate getting this light gray dye in the first place. So if you want to stick along to see how I can do that early on, then I'll make an attempt. And if I don't do it, I'll pop up a no right here. So let's get it. Andesite alloy. Have all the andesite. Cool. Shaft. Now we can craft the fan. But this thing doesn't just spin on its own. Obviously. It needs something to spin it. And back here, you can attach another shaft to it, but that doesn't spin it. You can't just like grab onto the shaft and spin it yourself. You need a little lever sort of thing. I forget what it's called. Crank? Hand crank. Yeah. Oh my god. You need andesite alloy again. Yeah, this is just an annoyance. I don't like getting this because you can't mass produce andesite yet. But let's get this crank. I'm gonna need some more iron because I'm out of nuggets to make those andesite alloys. Need more light gray dye. Actually, I have enough. I just don't like doing this. So there's my andesite alloy. I think I have the logs too. I'm pretty sure it was logs that it wanted me to have. Right? Yeah, hand crank. So watch this. Put it on the back here. You spin this. I want to make sure you can like see the fan too. But when that's being spun, the fan is like pulling me in. It can be turned 2 different directions. So apparently spinning this way is pulling stuff in, but I don't know how to like spin it the other way, like shift. Oh yeah, shift. So when you do that, it's gonna blow you away. Watch. Blew me. All I need is the soul sand, so I'll break this. I'll put the soul sand there. To get soul sand, you just need 4 pieces of brown dye. I think I tried that when trying to make dirt, but I was like, oh, that doesn't work. So there's soul sand. I gotta light it on fire now. Boom. I need some blue dye to make the lapis. I don't have enough of it, but we can non-duplicate it just like this. I actually don't even know if I needed to dye it. Nah, I did. There you go, blue dye, get ourselves the lapis. Throw the lapis here. It doesn't like turn it into the thing immediately, but you can see it from here. I do this, yep. Yeah, there's particles around it. And eventually, I messed up. The reason I messed up is because it's blowing the item away. I need something to stop it. So let me grab some cobble, just like that, and then I'll throw the lapis here. You can't really see it this time, but maybe if I like F5 and then, yeah. There's particles on it. It takes forever, but it will turn into, yeah, prismarine shard. I don't need that. I need the crystals, which the crystals is a 25% chance. So, oh, this works too. It didn't say that it worked. Well, I'm done with colors, and I look like my normal skin now. Yay! So if I want cyan the easy way now, I can just do it by green dye and blue dye, which that's what I'm gonna do. Take a green, take a blue, mix it up, get cyan. And then with that, I'm supposed to do something that I forgot. Oh yes, get diamonds. So if I want diamonds, I need this printer or just a crafting table. And then I need cyan dye and a bunch of blue dye. And we can get that through the non-duplicate strategy again and again and again. Kind of sucks that this is the only way to get items that is just repetitive, but I'm in the beginning. Let me like hammer out a whole stack of cobble into sand to make this faster. Yay. Got a stack of sand. Okay, I got my stuff. Put it in crafting table like this, and we get diamonds, but I need a lot of them. You saw the recipe. 6 diamond swords, which is 12 diamonds. Yeah, 2 of each. And then what else? Flint and glass. We can get that. But the diamond swords, that's going to be annoying. It's a lot of dye. Oh well, let's do it. Okay, I should have enough to get all 6. Yeah. And then the glass panes, that's going to be a pain. You put it in the furnace. 6 glass is all I need. But I got to smelt it all. And then I need 1 more flint, which I don't like breaking gravel over and over. Oh, we got it. So glass like this gets us the panes, put them like that, flint in the middle, and then swords all along it like this. So we got a blender, and that was required for the task book. Yeah, craft a blender to mix dyes together. I'm not sure why I need this entirely, because whenever I need to blend dyes together, I mean, this could be automatic, part of automation, which, I mean, that's what the age is. So if I put this down, I could probably import stuff in here. Ooh, it says it requires power. So essentially, it's an auto crafter for dyes. And if I put this next to power, like this Stirling generator, yeah, it piles up the power. I put cyan dye in there with a bunch of blue dye. And it does nothing. Maybe it's more of a, when you put green and blue in there, you get the combination of cyan? No? I don't know. Oh. There's only like specific things you can put in there, like RGB and like primary colors. Okay, I might use that at some point. Depends on if I'll need RGB dye, which I might need it for blocks of RGB dye. I don't know. So we got that. I still do want to show you that it works. So I put all those in. Oh yeah, it's fast. Gets you the RGB dye. So that's cool. Let's see what's next in the book. Craft a printer to automate resource collection. Okay, printer. Blender and printer are probably from the same mod. Printer. Yeah, it is. So to get this, oh gosh. Amethyst, which is kind of easy to create. Copper. I forgot how to get it. It was like something, yeah, this. Easy to get. So top row is accounted for. Nether quartz. Yeah, easy to get. Redstone diamonds, easy to get. Machine frame though. We can get all this, but the tin gear needs iron nugget and then tinning it, which is crafted through raw tin, blue dye, and light blue dye. Okay, that can all be got. So let's get to it. First up, light blue dye. I'm gonna take blue dye and white dye, mix them up, get light blue, and non-tuplicate it. I would do it, but it's raining. Rain isn't fun in this mod. I need to make like a legit house or something, because I can't do anything when it rains. But with the raw tin, we smelt that down. For the tin gear, we got the iron nugget already. What else? We need glass, which I used all that, so I'll get more of it. Just 4. We need more iron ingots, which I'll get more of, annoyingly. Okay, I assembled all the items since I was gonna talk forever if I didn't. But we can get this printer now, and this allows us to craft a ton of stuff. 15 columns of items that I can get, but you can see that they're all pretty useful. I mean, I would consider a block of raw iron pretty good. Block of raw gold. Block of diamonds. Like, that's pretty good. Skystone dust, that's amazing. That'll help us create all sorts of stuff for applied energistics. So this also needs FE. You got a little minion inside to help you craft some stuff. But essentially, you can see what it does. Put the stuff in there that you would have done in your inventory. Oh, you can turn RGB dye into copper. That's insane. But just a ton of useful recipes you can automate. Said that like 5,000 times. So we're done with that. Check it off and go to the next thing. Obtain an Ender IO Grain of Infinity. I remember doing that in another mod. I don't know what it was, but Grain of Infinity. I think I like lit bedrock on fire. No, in this one you light nether wart blocks on fire. But you can see the problem here. We can't get nether wart without going to the nether. And I know there's a way, but I mean, maybe not, but there's another direction to get grains of infinity. You can hold deep slate or cobbled deep slate in your main hand and some flint in your offhand, and right click a block of obsidian to produce early grains of infinity. I don't know what early means, but you can get it. The problem with deep slate is that I think you can only get it from that igneous thing. Let's see, deep slate, yeah, I'm not seeing a good way. Black dye and gray dye. Oh, actually, that's better. Thought it would be a little bit more difficult than that, but deep slate, cobbled deep slate, doesn't matter. And then flint in your offhand, so I'll have to whack a bunch of gravel again. My favorite. And then get another, actually we have obsidian over here, so we're good. This in my offhand, this in this hand, and right click. Click, right click, what? Let me read the instructions again. Flint in my offhand, cobbled deep slate in my main hand. Okay, that's what we got so far. Shift right click, okay, that's my problem. There you go, grains of infinity. I got that, but I don't see how it relates to any automating. But all right. And I think it's going to take a little bit longer to complete these other quests. So I'm going to start trying to automate light gray dye. And I'll let you know what I come up with, because it's going to take a little bit of thinking. And every time I rush into something, I talk a little bit too much about it. Okay. Got my idea figured out. Just like last time, my thought process about putting sand in a hopper, having a chest filled of sand on top, and importing it into a barrel filled with the colorful water is a good idea because it actually works. I didn't actually show it, but here's when I put water in there was already a piece of sand in the wooden hopper, but the sand actually goes into this and it creates the color that the water was. Well, this instance wasn't any color, it was just normal water, so it turned into clay, but it works. The problem is, how am I going to get the chest filled with sand? And that's where I thought about doing some more create mod. So you got this millstone here. When you import gravel into it, you have a 100% chance of getting sand. And then to get gravel through the milling thing, you put cobble in there, you have a 100% chance of getting gravel. That's pretty self-explanatory. And we have an infinite supply of cobble right here. So we're good on this. And this explains how to get the gravel and how to get the sand. What the heck is a millstone and how do we craft it? So to get this thing here, we need some granite, stone, diorite, whatever stone type of block, andesite casting, and a cogwheel. And it's all pretty easy. We've gotten everything here so far except the cogwheel, but it's self-explanatory. I have the stuff for it. So the millstone, easy to get. How do I spin it? I just need another cogwheel, and then I can use the crank on the cogwheel, and it will spin. So that's easy, but I don't want to spin it. I can't spin it all the time. That'd be manual. I need to make this automatic. So how can I make it spin without me touching the crank or anything like that? Well, you got this thing called a water wheel, a large one and a small one. I don't actually know if it matters what type of water wheel you have. I don't know, but the larger one looks cooler, and the smaller one looks easier to build with. So I'm gonna get the smaller one. It takes a shaft and some planks. So you put the shaft there, planks around it, like I just said. You get a water wheel. You put this down here, and it's not moving, but if you put water above it and it flows in a certain direction so that it like pushes the wheel down, then it's gonna move by itself. I mean, if we're talking physics, it makes no sense whatsoever. But let's just take a look at it. I'll put some glass down so you can actually see. So here's my water wheel, and here's my bucket of water. If I put this here, it's spinning in both ways, but this is kind of hitting this side, so I think it's a little slower than it would have been. If I put this here, yeah, it goes both ways, so it's equal push on both directions. It won't move at all. What I gotta do is put a piece of cobble here and then water here, so it's only pushing in one direction. It's going to the left and down, which makes it perfect. But let's craft the millstone and the cogwheel, and I'll show you another problem that occurs. All right, crafted myself the millstone. So here it is. How does it work? It looks kind of complicated, but like I said before, you attach a cogwheel to the side, and then when this gets spinned with like this hand crank here, then it also spins this stone looking one. So you can see that working. And when I put like one piece of cobble in there, you don't like attach it by clicking it, you have to throw it in. So that's why a hopper will work. I didn't actually pick it up. I think the millstone picked it up. So when I do this, you can see some particle effects now. And when those go away, that means you've completely grinded it. Yeah, went away. Click it, you get a piece of gravel out. Put this back in if you want, and you'll get sand 100% of the time. But that's manual. And I said I want to make this automatic. Well, you want this water wheel to like move this, but if you put a gear on this, that doesn't exactly connect to it, does it? You can't exactly place the millstone in a different orientation either. It doesn't work like that. So how does this work? How can I make it automatic? You gotta make the water wheel in a different orientation. It's that simple. It's gonna take some like complex building, but I have a lot of space over here and I think I can do it. So first of all, I'm gonna need a millstone here. I'm gonna need my cogwheel to go like here. That should work, right? Let me make sure. Yeah. And then I just attach a shaft up here. I grab my water wheel and then I hop up the shaft, which you can climb somehow. I'll go like one higher and then I'll place the water wheel here. All I gotta do now is make the water flow from left to right or right to left. It doesn't matter for a millstone. Either way, it'll grind the stuff down. But you get the gist. Let me show you it working in action. Okay, I built a little surrounding to it, so I just put the water there. Flows all around it. I don't know if I can make it any faster, but that is what we got so far. I'll just cover it up because it's kind of ugly. That turns the shaft there. I covered it up down here too. And the shaft turns the cogwheel, and the cogwheel turns this thing. So I put a cobblestone in here, and it's gonna move slow. That's just how it works. But it grinds it down slowly but surely, and it's automatic. There's a way to make this go faster, and I'm gonna do that. So let me show you what I can do. You got a shaft here, right? You put some wood with the shaft, and you get a large cogwheel. I think it works this way in real life too, but if you put a large cogwheel here instead of the small one, it moves just as slow, but you attach a small one to the outside of it, like here, and you can kind of see it, but this turns faster than this. I don't know how, but it just does, and that makes this go faster. And if I want to repeat this, I can place like a large one above it, so it will spin as fast as this one, and then a small one going off of it into the mill again. But essentially, that's how I can speed it up, and I don't have any more andesite alloy, and I don't really feel like crafting it. So I'm gonna build the rest of this automation process and walk you through it on what I did, and then we'll end it. All right, I am done setting it up. Looks kind of complicated over here, doesn't it? So just like before, I had the problem of needing to get a bunch of sand to put into here, but I figured it out. It's just a big thing. You'll see what I mean. So first of all, getting our liquid into this container. I have a cyclic cable siphoning all of the colored water from these barrels, which are being dripped into by the dripstone, and there's like colored liquid up there that I can show you real quick. So yeah, you got it right here, and then there's a dripstone right below each of these blocks, except they're not actually below each of these blocks. It's only one or three. Yeah, I only got 3 so far. Okay, so that should be faster. And when one of those gets like a whole bucket filled, it will transfer the liquid down into here. This will fill up, and a piece of sand coming from this contraption over here will turn whatever liquid goes into here into a block of light gray dye. Now I'm pretty sure this works, but I mean I haven't like actually tested it for sure yet. This is just blocks that I've already had. So let me try to show you that it might work. You got a block of water here, so if I put gray dye on it, light gray dye, turns into that. Grab a bucket, I can put it in here, and it instantly disappears going into there. I just need to make sure that this up here actually siphons the water from these into this and creates me some more blocks. Also this here, this needs to not output flint. It can only output sand. So how can I do that? Do I just put this here? No, I don't. What is that item? I'm new to like the 2024 cyclic. It's not the same as SkyFactory 4's. Okay, so I see. There's a filter data card, so it doesn't actually filter anything correctly. I need one of these to do that. So iron nuggets, purple dye, we can get that. And then carbon paper, which we can also get. Let's do that real quick. All right, got myself the card. Wasn't that difficult. So I can place it here. And then, I don't know how it works. Do I click it? Oh, I do. So I want an allow list, just sand, that's all. Then I put it in there, but there's already like flint and stuff that's been in there, I think. So I'll just place it down again, hit it with a wrench, go inside of it, put this here, and it only allows sand to pass through and go into there. And, oh, it must have worked because I was at like 3 before, and now I'm at 7. So there you go. It's completely automated now. You understand that part pretty well, I think. And then this part, it's kind of confusing to explain. But essentially, if I climb up here, I have my cobblestone generator producing all this cobblestone. It's going into this chest. And then this chest pops out the cobblestone into this millstone, which means that I put a water wheel over here and over there, so I can have 2 separate millstones. And that gets hoppered out like all along this line. You can see this one goes to that. There's like a middle one there, then here, and then it goes into this one. So by then, the cobblestone, this turns into gravel and goes in here. And this gravel turns into sand and pops into this chest where we'll get more. And then the sand goes into there, gets us the colored dye blocks. Yeah, we're at 8 now. So you get it works. My voice is kind of dying, but we've automated iron almost. I'd say it's just as good because you grab this dye out of the chest, change it into light gray dye, and then you got raw iron. So I'd say that's pretty dang good. So I hope you enjoyed episode 3 of SkyFactory 5. There's definitely going to be more to come, so if you enjoyed, please leave a like and possibly subscribe. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.